Greetings, Pandorans! Welcome back to Movin' Right Along, a Muppet movie podcast brought to you by toughpigs.com. This is the podcast where we watch Muppets from Space 2 minutes at a time and talk about it a lot. I'm your host, Ryan Rowe.
I'm your other host, Anthony Strand.
And this week we have a return guest who happens to be a podcast host himself. Guest, who are you?
I am Mike Westfall.
And you are the host of?
And I'm here to say I sincerely apologize for this rap's delay. See, I forgot to bring the rhymes to Muppet Treasure Island, and ever since the guild has just been piling and piling, but then I got invited back from Muppets from Space, and I knew if I forgot again, I'd feel like a disgrace. So let's all look to the stars and find where Gonzo got his greatness, as I sit here and wonder, how can anyone be hating this? I hope you didn't think this was too outlandish. It's time for us to talk about a talking Muppet sandwich. It's moving right along with Anthony and Ryan, so tonight let's all party like it's 1999. Thank you. I feel so much better now.
Oh man!
Wow, what a surprise!
Rose.
That was some good. You had a good flow going there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was great. The meter of that rap was well constructed.
Yeah, it was great. That. Loved it.
All right, and thanks for joining us. And you are
thank
here.
You for having me.
Of course, you are here to talk about
Ryan.
Yes.
You set up Mike to say that he's the host of Advent Calendar House, and he didn't.
Oh, yeah, right. Well,
we should close that loop before we move on.
I do a thing. I'm used to putting that at the end. Yeah, I'm the host of the Advent Calendar House podcast. It's a salute to all holiday specials, but mostly the Christmas ones. I appreciate being on a podcast where everybody who's listening gets that reference.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. And now you are here today to talk about minutes 45 and 46 of Muppets from Space, in which a talking sandwich delivers an important message to Gonzo. And as these minutes begin, Bobo as Rencho is handing Gonzo a sandwich on a plate, and he says, "For you, there you go." Gonzo thanks Rencho, and Rencho says, "Anything for a celebrity."
So that explains why he was also so delighted to see Hollywood Hulk Hogan a while ago. He'll do anything for a celebrity.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it's Hulk Hogan.
Oh, we're past Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, we sure are.
Okay.
Fortunately.
Well, I deliberately decided to avoid Hulk Hogan.
Yes, that's always good advice.
Sorry, Hulk Hogan.
But yeah, so he just likes anyone who's famous. Yeah,
sure.
That makes sense.
He's a bad guy now.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it sounds like Bobo is delivering that line in a very similar inflection as the way he would say, "Have a good day, sir," on Muppets Tonight. It's that kind of
for sure.
Anything for a celebrity. So that's fun to hear. Then he has a realization and asks, "Oh, do you like jalapenos?" Gonzo says, "Sure," and Rencho bounces out of the cell singing jalapenos, jalapenos.
Jalapenos.
This seems like something that I assume Bill Beretta added that was probably not scripted for him to sing jalapenos as he exits the cell. But I like it. It's a good addition.
Oh, I love it. It's been in my head all week.
Jalapenos.
Yeah. Do either of you like jalapenos in general or on sandwiches?
I don't, but it's not the heat that I don't like. It's the actual taste. For some reason, I associate the taste of jalapenos to bug spray.
Oh.
And I know that they're not the same, but for some reason in my palate, they're very similar.
Wow.
Huh. I love them. I'm crazy about them. I like a pickled jalapeno better than just a sliced one. You know, I like it when it's been in a jar of brine for an indeterminate amount of time.
Oh, wow.
That softens it. That softens the bite, you know?
Maybe I need to try one of those then.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of like a fresh jalapeno on something. Just like, nah, this isn't doing it for me.
Sure, I like a pickled jalapeno on a sandwich. I like it on pizza.
Oh wow, okay. I'm just not a spicy food person, so I just avoid jalapenos at all.
I've grown into spicy stuff, so I liked it more as an adult, as an older adult, than I did in like my teens and 20s.
That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's good to try new things and to develop appreciation for new things. I never liked or never really tried guacamole or thought that I would like guacamole or avocado until I was well into adulthood, and now I love it. So
that's what I like to hear.
Yeah, it's good.
I love to try new food. And I think I've said this to you before, Ryan, probably off mic, but off mic and not in the presence of Mike. But
Nope.
I will try any new food once. Like to me, if they are selling a food at a restaurant or a grocery store, it's not going to kill you. Like
Sure.
I know that a food I'm purchasing is not going to hurt me. So even if I don't like it, I'm glad I know. That's kind of always been my.
You sound like me trying to sell a roller coaster to one of my kids who doesn't like roller coasters.
See, I won't do that. I did that once in my 20s and never again.
But that means you tried it.
And you were there. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Worlds of Fun in Kansas City, and Roz was like, "You're gonna like this roller coaster." And then we went on the roller coaster, and I was like, "No, I want to lay down."
She was wrong.
Can I still get Dippin' Dots? And she was like, "You do not want Dippin' Dots right now."
No, she was right about that.
Yeah, that was good. I'm glad you didn't listen to her. Or I'm glad you did listen to her.
Yeah, right.
About that part.
Yeah.
So now Gonzo is left alone in his cell, or at least he thinks he's alone, because he hears a voice say, "Hey, Mopey." And not "Hey, Moki." It's not speaking to a Fraggle. It's speaking to Gonzo.
What if she was in
Sounded
this?
like Moki.
What if Moki Fraggle was across the cell? She's like, "Huh, me?" And then we see before Gonzo does, actually, that is the sandwich speaking to him. And Gonzo kind of gives a little start, although I don't think he should be too surprised because there's talking food in the Muppet world.
Yeah.
There is a page on Muppet Wiki called Sandwiches that lists several sentient Muppet sandwiches, including Betty and Melissa peanut butter and jelly sandwiches from Sesame Street.
Is that from like whatever This Is Your Life?
I think it's from this is
your
life.
Here is
Here's your life.
Here's your life. I think.
Here is your life.
Becca will tell us. Shane will tell us.
Yeah. Linda Lavin as a sandwich from the Muppet Show.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
The disagreeable sandwich from the episode of the Cosby Show that the Muppets were in.
That's the one I wrote down in my notes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Think of that, yeah.
And of course, Barbara Streisand, who's saying "I love a puree" on the Jim Henson Hour.
Of course.
Oh, great example.
Any other notable Muppet sandwiches you wanted to point out?
No, the Linda Lavin one was the one that I was going to point out.
Yeah, that's a good. That's the one where it's like Scooter says, "Can I get you anything?" And she says, "Can you make me a sandwich?" So he makes her turn into a sandwich. Yeah, that's good.
Great.
How do y'all feel about the look of this sandwich?
Yeah, it's good. That was my next bullet point. I think it especially the bread is really convincing as bread, even though I assume it's some kind of foam.
Yeah, for me, I think I noticed the foam more quickly than I should have. And then I realized, these 2 minutes began immediately after Rentro said the word crusts.
Oh yeah,
that was like one of the last things he said in the 2 minutes before this.
Correct.
Informing him that he's cut off the crust of the sandwich. So if you're coming into these 2 minutes blind, see a weird looking sad sandwich with no crusts. That's why.
Yeah.
Right. Well, what I really like about the sandwich is the two bananas in the corners on the top.
Are the teeth? Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Really look like Goofy style teeth.
They sure do. Yeah,
right?
Goofy style teeth. Exactly like Goofy style teeth.
Yeah.
I mean, it does appear to be a peanut butter, banana, pickle, and jalapeno sandwich, which is not something I really want to eat.
I don't. It's not. I guess, maybe Gonzo would like a sandwich like that, but it's not a sandwich that most people would make for themselves.
No, I should note that my kids both really love peanut butter and banana sandwiches.
Oh, okay.
But without pickles or jalapenos. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Is that what Elvis reportedly loved?
Yeah, peanut butter and banana is the Elvis sandwich.
And fried, right? Elvis.
I think so.
He fried his. Yeah, you're right.
I think.
Yeah, I think that's right.
My kids eat them raw. Like the bread is
still good though. Yeah. Well, sure.
Yeah.
Our friends Joe from Tough Pigs and Tori from various Muppet fan pursuits on social media made a video once. It's on YouTube. It's on the Tough Pigs website where they tried to make this sandwich and taste test it. They also identified cucumber being in it. I don't see cucumber necessarily,
unless it's the cucumber chips are what we think the jalapenos are. So it could go either way.
Yeah.
Like the cucumber chips are rounder and it looks like they're ridged almost, and then the pickles are more spear shaped.
Right. That could be. Yeah. Because otherwise it's two different kinds of pickles, which would be,
Right.
again, unusual, but not unheard of.
Right.
But yeah, so you can, I'll put a link to that video in the show notes. And I haven't watched it all the way through in a while, but I don't think it was a delicious sandwich when Joe and Tori taste tested it.
No, I did watch it, and
Oh.
I believe Tori said that she put a little too much pickle on hers.
Okay.
And lost the entire flavor of the banana in the pickle juice that was still in there. So
I do think, pickle would probably be pretty overpowering.
Oh yeah,
that's the thing. That's the problem.
It's served on a bed of lettuce on the plate, but no lettuce inside the sandwich, which is another curious choice.
No, the lettuce was a garnish.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, yeah. So Gonzo asks, "Who said that?" And the sandwich says, "I did." Gonzo is confused. He says, "You're just a sandwich." And the sandwich says, "No, I'm just channeling my voice through this sandwich in order to deliver this message." The sandwich is performed by Brian Henson.
Mm-hmm.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is Brian Henson's last original character for the Muppets ever.
Oh, wow.
Really? Because we're going to see him as Phil Van Neuter later in this movie.
Right.
We're going to see Sal, and he's going to play Janice and Scooter in It's a Very Merry Muppet Christmas Movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think there's no new characters in either of those two movies, right? The Oz movie or that he plays?
I guess no, I guess not. Yeah. Huh. I hadn't thought about that. But that's he was kind of one of the main group of performers for just a few years, really.
Yeah, it's like Muppet Treasure Island through this, really, right?
Yeah. I mean Muppets Tonight is kind of where he did the most.
And remind me, in Muppet Treasure Island, he doesn't have a big character, does he? He's not one of the pirate trio.
No, I don't think he has any major
characters.
He
directed the movie, obviously.
He was directing it, yeah.
So he was busy with that. He was busy doing that.
And then when prompted by Gonzo, he delivers the message, which is, "We arrive at midnight tonight." And I like the delivery of that. I like how he stretches that. "We arrive." Gonzo says, "Really? Do all of you look like sandwiches?" And the sandwich, exasperated, says, "Forget about the sandwich."
Forget about the sandwich.
Like, "Oh, sorry, yes, sir."
And that sounds like Nigel.
You know,
yeah, Nigel on Muppets Tonight. Yeah,
Nigel on Muppets Tonight, who did that exact like thing.
Yeah,
that was like 80% of his character.
Well, he would alternate between acting very calm and then suddenly getting frantic and screaming at everybody.
Right, right.
Like, yeah. I should watch Muppets Tonight again. It's
Me
been too long.
Yeah.
So then we cut to the other side of the cell where Bobo as Rentro is approaching while singing, continuing to sing his song, "Jalapenos, jalapenos, get my friend some jalapenos." Great song.
His friend some jalapenos.
Oh yeah, he considers Gonzo his friend now.
Well, he loved him on TV.
Sure.
It's like a parasocial relationship.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's his new buddy.
Yeah, now he knows him in person.
Right. Can I say one more thing about jalapenos as long as we've looped back around?
Yeah.
Sure.
The thing that I in addition to enjoying them as a food, as I said earlier, I always think about the Disney cartoon Gargoyles, where whenever Goliath was surprised or shocked, he would go, "Jalapeno."
Huh.
But don't imagine me saying it. Imagine Keith David saying it.
Oh, yeah.
Keith.
Way better.
Oh,
that
wow.
sounds like something where they knew they couldn't use profanity, so they had him say something that was like a substitute.
For sure. Oh, definitely. And again, it's Keith David. Him saying it sounds like it's profanity.
Okay, yeah.
Gargoyles rules. We should watch that right after we watch Muppets Tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, I missed Gargoyles.
Yeah,
I just did
another
not
one.
watch that one.
Same. I don't know why I didn't, but I just never did.
I think both of you would enjoy it.
I'm sure I would. I've always when you and others have said that, I agree. I'm sure I would enjoy it.
Yeah, I haven't heard a bad thing about it.
Yeah.
Joe's a big Gargoyles guy, I know, so I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure he mentioned it a time or two to you.
Yes, definitely. Rentro stops though because he can hear the conversation Gonzo is having with the sandwich on the other side of the door. The sandwich says, "We're landing near your house." Gonzo says, "No, those guys know where I live, and they're not the best examples of Earthlings." Which, he's right. If, you're talking about K. Edgar Singer, not the best example of an Earthling. The sandwich asks him where else they can land. Gonzo thinks about it and says, "I know, at the beach. Go to Cape Doom. Just look for the lighthouse." So this is the first time we've heard about Cape Doom or a lighthouse, right? In
Correct.
this movie? Yeah.
Okay. Terrible name for a cape. Or
Yeah, who doesn't want to go have a picnic at Cape Doom?
Cape Doom.
Maybe that's why the lighthouse is there. Like the tragic, bloody history came first, then the name, then the lighthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's why they had to build it. Yeah, that you might be onto something.
Well, also, we shouldn't let the moment pass without noting that an iconic comic book villain named Dr. Doom wears a cape.
Ooh, you're right.
That is true.
It's not like Lex Luthor wears a cape. If it was called Cape Luthor,
That's correct. Yeah.
No, I had to think. Did he wear a cape in Super Friends? No, he didn't. He just had that weird suit.
He wore the
he had that battle
green
armor,
and purple suit. Yeah.
Yeah. There must be a comic book somewhere where Doctor Doom has fought somebody on a lighthouse or at a lighthouse.
Seems likely.
There's got to be one. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the name Cape Doom has always I think of him every time when they say Cape Doom.
See, I think I go straight to Mount Doom from Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, sure. Even more ominous. Well, I mean, I guess they're both ominous, but
no, that doesn't have as good as of a beach. So
that's right.
Right.
You wouldn't want a vacation there.
Nope.
No. So the sandwich says, "All right, Cape Doom it is," and Bobo, as Rentro, nervously says, "Oh, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that," and backs away. Gonzo is excited. He asks how he can get out of there now, and the sandwich says, "I'm just a sandwich. Some things you got to figure out yourself." But just a minute ago, he said he wasn't the sandwich. He was just communicating through the sandwich. So what's up with that?
He can't decide. He is having an identity crisis.
Yeah, he's enjoying being a sandwich so much.
He's becoming the sandwich.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. So then the sandwich says, "Oh, by the way, you can go ahead and eat me now. You're going to need the energy." So Gonzo picks up the sandwich, but then he thinks about it for a second and asks, "Won't that hurt?" The sandwich says, "No, it's fine. I'm going away now." And then Gonzo opens his mouth to take a bite, and the sandwich says, "Cape Doom, right?" Yes, yeah, that's right, Cape Doom.
I feel like that is evidence for Mike's theory that he's becoming the sandwich. Like he says he's going to leave, but then he keeps hanging on.
Yeah, he hasn't left
yet.
Quit
Quit the sandwich. So
much like David Tennant as the doctor, he doesn't want to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotta come back one more time.
I wonder for this alien if it's like a quantum leap thing where he actually is his consciousness is occupying the physical, self of the sandwich.
Sure.
And now because he says, "I'm going to go now," so then he's leaping back into the alien body. Could be.
Hoping the next sandwich is the sandwich home.
Oh boy.
That's right.
So I requested these minutes because I've become deeply familiar with this talking messenger sandwich and its ingredients, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
The school where my kids go and where my wife teaches has a storytelling team, which my kids have been involved with for years now. They learn a handful of stories to perform in front of an audience, and last year they learned a story called Mr. S. It is a 2023 children's book by Monica Arnaldo about a group of kids who enter a classroom on their first day of school and they find the name Mr. S written on the chalkboard and a sandwich sitting on an otherwise empty desk. And, well, here is said sandwich.
Whoa!
That my wife Karen made for their version of the show. They made a big giant sandwich puppet.
Wow. Describe the sandwich puppet that you're holding in
this
that you're holding in both of your hands. It's taking
because it's very large because again, they performed it on a stage, so they wanted to make sure that it was big enough for you to see. But this particular sandwich is different from the Muppets from Space sandwich. But we did watch that a lot, and I'll get back to that in a minute. But this one has It's an illustrated book. So the sandwich that they think is Mr. S in the book has a pair of olives in a toothpick on the top of it. And so this sandwich has two, and it looks like a pair of eyes on
That
top
is a
of the
good
sandwich.
way, yeah, to make it look like a sandwich has
To
eyes.
visualize, yeah, a sandwich with eyes. That's what we do it. You open it up, and it has several layers of meat, one of which looks like the tongue. And then there's a slice of American cheese on here, and a bit of lettuce, and I don't know what's on the bottom here, but some kind of orange or yellow or something. Maybe
Is that fabric or construction paper?
This is like felt.
Okay.
And then
that's very
I don't
Muppety.
know what they did. Yeah, very Muppety. And then it's cardboard inside to give it some more structure. Unlike Gonzo sandwich, this one has crusts.
Oh yeah, nobody's cut the crust off.
But when the kid's drama teacher asked my wife, who's the art teacher at their school, hey, do you think you could make a big sandwich puppet for the show? And then she told me about it. Hey, I'm going to make a sandwich puppet. And I immediately thought of these 2 minutes from Muppets from Space. So we proceeded to watch this sandwich scene and just dissect the design of the sandwich. Over the structure of the mouth, what should it look like. And then we realized this might not be the best example of a puppet sandwich with all the ingredients. And then we went back to the Linda Lavin episode where that has a little more to it. It's got lettuce and tomato and some sort of meat that looks like a tongue. And that's where we ended up with this. I'll make sure to get a picture of this sandwich and send it to you so you can put it in on your show notes page.
Sure.
Yeah.
Please look at this.
Awesome.
But,
that rules.
That's really
cool. I wanted
to
show this to you guys.
And you used it just for that one occasion, and now you just have a big sandwich puppet?
Now we just have a big sandwich puppet. It was living at the school. It was living in the drama lab there, and I had to ask my wife to go and bring it back so I could use it for this podcast. And
yeah, sure.
That rules. Well, certainly pass our compliments along to her.
Absolutely.
Too, yeah.
Oh, yes, of course. Wow. What a great thing to have around your house now.
Oh, love it.
Now Gonzo is finally satisfied that the alien is no longer inhabiting the sandwich, so he sinks his teeth into it, but just then a bright light flashes into his cell, and a moment later we see that it is some members of the Covenant staff. They're bringing in some kind of, I guess this is like a gurney with
like a stretcher.
Yeah, or a stretcher with some nasty looking straps on it. Like they're gonna They don't have anything good in mind that they're gonna do to Gonzo.
No, I guess they're gonna send him over to the brain sucker, I think is what Renslayer told him.
Yikes. So any thoughts on this Gonzo's cell or sandwich section of these minutes before we move on?
I really like the overhead shot right here, right before it cuts away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
See the sandwich on the floor, and we get a good look at the lettuce garnish on the plate.
Yes.
You know, and we also see Gonzo sitting on his cot in that
on his
shot,
cot, right?
Looks cool. Yeah.
There's just something about the like very mild disarray of the sandwich on the floor. That really sells how unexpected this was for Gonzo.
That that's urgency to this scene, and you can see how tiny of a cell this is.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Huh. You know, we've had some fun, perhaps at Tim Hill's expense, but he has made some really effective decisions in this movie.
I knew you'd come around.
Yeah. Good job, Tim Hill. I do want to watch some more of those movies that you were telling me about. So.
I'm telling you, Ryan, you got to ship out. You got to go to war with Grandpa.
That'll probably be the next one I watch. Yeah. So then, after one of those wipes that we love so much, the Star Wars style wipe across the screen.
Oh yeah.
We once again see the Electric Mayhem bus driving with Fozzie in the driver's seat, and all the Muppets inside are kind of looking around. They've arrived at the Covenant property. They're kind of chattering, and then there's just some kind of exchanges with Kermit telling Fozzie that this is far enough, or okay here, okay, a little more. Oh, stop, Fozzie, stop! And Fozzie says sorry, which I'm sure this is an intentional callback to some of Fozzie's less than precise driving skills in the Muppet movie.
Yeah,
sure. You want to drive up just as far enough so the bus won't be seen. You don't want to be seen.
Yeah. I think that's what Kermit is trying to do here. Yeah, and then that's kind of where the 2 minutes end. I have one quick thing from the 5:26:98 draft of the screenplay.
Oh,
In that draft, there's no talking sandwich. There's no talking sandwich in these
huh.
drafts that we have. But there are a couple
Oh,
of moments when Gonzo is stuck in his holding cell and he's trying to escape using his nose as a shovel. And then it cuts back later, and he's using his nose as a jackhammer to
Oh,
try to get out of his cell. So that would have been
that's fun.
funny.
I kind
yeah.
of wish they had kept that.
You could do both, and then the
Yeah,
sandwich is there. Like you could have Gonzo try
right,
that first, and then the sandwich speaks up because the sandwich kind of speaks up
right,
immediately.
right. So he's
Yeah,
still interrupted before he actually has a chance to escape. So that would have
Yeah.
been
right.
funny. Yeah. But yeah, anything else from these 2 minutes, Mike, starting with you?
I don't think so. I do have one more sandwich story if you want to hear about the worst sandwich I've ever seen.
Oh, sure. Yeah, why not?
Sure, by
This
all
was a
means.
very stupid sandwich that was because I just thought about this really looks like a sad prison sandwich.
Huh.
But it's not the worst sandwich I've ever seen. The worst one was one that I ordered, but I ordered something completely different online, and someone must have just gotten very, very confused. But I ordered a tuna salad sandwich, and I customized that order to add spinach on it. That's all I added, fresh
Okay.
spinach. Picked up my order, which also included food for other people I was with, and I didn't realize till I got home that I did not get a tuna salad sandwich with spinach. What I got was arugula instead of the added spinach, I guess, and nothing else on the two saddest, limpest slices of bread. It was
Uh,
hilariously bad. I was just stunned for a few seconds before I realized that they just saw the add spinach and then they forgot to add anything else that was supposed to go on the sandwich.
wow.
Like, and I wasn't even mad about it. I just laughed.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Did you eat it?
Nope.
Sure.
I saved the arugula. I mean, like,
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
okay.
probably
yeah,
put
yeah.
it on something else, but I think I don't remember what I ate. But next time I had something to put arugula on, there it was.
There it was. Yeah, yeah.
Good, you had it.
Great.
Yeah. Anthony, any other comments from these 2 minutes or any other
Uh,
sandwiches?
I mean, I could talk about sandwiches all day, Ryan,
Me
but
too. I love
I
sandwiches. I
love
really do.
I love a sandwich.
Yeah.
Love a
There's
good
just something
sandwich.
about piling meat and toppings
Yeah.
between bread that makes
I
it so satisfying. I don't
I had
know.
a sandwich for lunch today. I have not been to Subway since I discovered Jersey Mike's, Jimmy John's, and Ike's
Mm.
Love and Sandwiches, all of which are so much better than Subway. It's
I
like I
don't know Mike.
cannot
Oh,
go
I don't
back
know
to
Mike's.
Subway
I know
again.
we have those others here in Minnesota. I like a Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
Shout shout out to my brother Christopher, who claims that the only three fast food places he likes are Jimmy John's, Papa John's, and Taco John's. Mostly the Johns. So
Okay.
I'll
The three Johns.
That's
yeah,
great.
but I will say I make sandwiches for lunch a lot at
Yeah.
school,
Hmm.
and lately I have been making the same sandwich frequently, which is toast with goat cheese, pesto,
Hmm.
turkey, red onion, and lettuce. And I have found this to be very satisfying.
That
Yeah.
sounds amazing. Unfortunately, I haven't been doing so well with red onions, with uncooked red onions lately, but
Yeah,
everything else
I don't
sounds great.
I don't usually I would eat that sandwich without the onions, but
I was
otherwise
just
it
say,
sounds
Ross,
delicious.
well, I make it as Ryan knows, I make lunch for my whole family.
Very
Yes, I know.
Um,
frequently when we have finished with a podcast recording session, Anthony, as we're wrapping up our post-show conversation, Anthony will say, "Oh, okay, I guess I gotta go make sandwiches."
I got to go make lunch.
Yeah.
But Roz takes that same sandwich, usually without the red onion. So
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
there you go.
Yeah.
Uh, sh- but yeah, that's my recent favorite.
Great. I love it.
That sounds
Listeners, we want to
amazing.
hear about your favorite kinds of sandwiches. Tell us, or your
Yeah.
least favorite even. But yeah. Yeah. So I have also a couple of listener comment signs on the beach. Listener Martine Mostert pointed out something that we missed in minutes 29 and 30 when Miss Piggy is fighting the agent played by Josh Charles. Due to, I guess, kind of like an editing mistake or just something they overlooked. Josh Charles takes off his sunglasses in one shot and puts them in his jacket pocket, and then when it cuts to the next shot, he's still taking off his sunglasses. So that's not the kind of thing. For some reason, I don't usually notice little continuity glitches like that in editing, but some people have an eye for it. Listener Andrew heard us talking about the Jim Henson Company auction and let us know, quote, I am proud to report that I am one of the winners of a Muppets from Space prop, specifically Zoot's Woodwind case. I was specifically interested in the Zoot prop not just because I wanted a prop used in an actual Muppet movie, but because Zoot is my favorite member of the Electric Mayhem. So there you go, and congratulations to Andrew, the proud owner, because he posted pictures because it's arrived.
Yeah, I remember seeing those pictures.
You did, yeah. And I think I said this to him on the Discord, but I'll say it on air too. I feel very honored that he shared that with us in our thread for the podcast.
That's pretty great.
Because we did want to hear from people. So yeah, that was really great to actually hear from a winner of the auction. And then we talked about, I think this was this the woman who shows Kermit the Gonzo head made out of mashed potatoes was played by an actor named Elaine Naley?
Yes.
Yeah. So also on the Discord, our friend Eric pointed out another mildly interesting coincidence regarding the North Carolina bit actor. Elaine Naley is an anagram for Alien A-Lee-N. So, wow, what an amazing coincidence.
Oh.
But yeah, what that does kind of make me suspect now that maybe Elaine Naley is actually from another planet herself.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wouldn't rule it out.
Yeah. So that's all I have for listener comments. Mike, we ask all of our guests 2 questions. The first one being, what is your history with this movie?
I did not get to see this one in theaters. Summer 99, I was working at a day camp, and I didn't really get out and do anything else that summer.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't end up watching this until a few years later with my future wife. We weren't quite dating yet, but she had a copy of this on DVD, and this ended up being the first Muppet movie we ever watched together. So, and we adore it. So a lot of my love for this movie is connected to that fact that this was the first Muppet movie we watched together. So the memory of that kind of sticks with me.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love
really
that
nice.
so much.
Yeah.
I like to think that that's why you got married. Because you watched Muppets from Space together.
I mean, yeah, you can bond over a Muppet movie. That goes a long way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And our second question is, what is your favorite sci-fi movie, TV show, or other thing?
So when you first started asking this to people, and then when you invited me on, I was thinking about it, and I thought I'd be cute and say A Christmas Carol, but then I remembered, well, the time travel in that isn't really science fiction. It's supernatural.
It's kind of magic, yeah.
Yeah, I would consider it more fantasy.
Right, fantasy.
Honestly.
Sure. But of course, it's Back to the Future. It is my favorite movie series.
Happy Back to the Future.
Happy Back to the Future Day, everyone. Have you ever played Back to the Future, the game by Telltale?
This is a tabletop game?
No, it is a video game. It's like a chapter-based video game. It was like I forget the word they used to describe this, where it's almost like a King's Quest sort of
point-and-click adventure game.
Point-and-click adventure game. That's
it. I haven't played that one, but I've heard good things about it.
It's really cleverly done and really cleverly written. It's got Bob Gale has endorsed it, and I think he might have helped write it or kind of coach the way they wrote it. It sends Marty back to 1931 to rescue Doc in Prohibition-era Hill Valley, and then he ends up meeting younger Emmett Brown as a teenager, as well as Marty's own grandfather. And then, when he thinks he's sorted everything out, he returns to yet another alternate 1980s, and I don't want to spoil it. If you'd rather not play a whole game, there's a couple of YouTube videos of all the cutscenes that you can watch, like a pair of movies, and that is as good a sequel as you're going to get.
And
that's great. Yeah, I had no idea. Yeah.
And Christopher Lloyd is the voice of Doc in that, right?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, that's cool. I've played Telltale's Homestar Runner game, which was a lot of fun. So,
I had that. Yeah,
I should get around to that Back to the Future game.
It's a similar vibe. And Anthony, as you know, I've been slowly making my way through Doctor Who, and I've been loving that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I did know that. I went on Mike's podcast to talk about A Christmas Carol from Doctor Who. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I was going to say about Back to the Future, though.
Mm-hmm.
Just the other night, Roz and I watched Still, a Michael J. Fox movie, which is the documentary on Apple TV about Michael J. Fox from 2023, which is quite a good movie. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend it. It has a lot of great candid interviews with him from that time, but also makes really interesting use of archival footage to like show what his state of mind was at like throughout his career by using very judiciously using clips from his movies and TV shows.
Oh, I gotta check that out.
Yeah. It's real good. But after it ended, it was like 11 at night, and Roz was like, "Do you just want to watch Back to the Future right now?"
Yeah.
So we did, and then didn't finish it, but put it back on the next night, finished it, and then she's like, "Let's watch 2 right now."
Of course,
so
yeah.
And that was just last night. So as of this recording, we have not rewatched the third one, but I think we will.
Okay.
Okay, well then we shouldn't keep you too long, so you can go watch it tonight.
Go watch Back to the Future 3.
Yeah.
Which Back to the Future 1 remains a perfect movie.
Oh yeah,
really does.
There's a reason they teach it in screenplay classes.
Oh, do they?
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just so many, like everything that happens has a setup and a payoff.
Right. Back to the Future 2 remains sweaty but fascinating.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
fair.
Yes.
Like I like it. It's a good movie, but it's also like, boy, does Marty hate being called a chicken because we need reasons for him to not leave the room now.
Yeah.
Right.
Or whatever.
Yep.
You know, like,
yeah,
cool.
Never happened before, but now suddenly
but
now it's a thing.
Right. But it's also a movie, as Roz observed last night, it's a movie that gets better every time they jump back in time. That like the 2015 sequence is kind of a mess. The alternate 1985 is unsettling but interesting, and then the 1955 like mixed in with the dance stuff is truly brilliant.
That part is when it gets really great.
Yeah. So if they had jumped back to 1931, maybe, well, and then they actually jump back to 1885, and it gets even better. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah,
it actually continues into the third one.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's a great choice. Those are good movies. I think that is Back to the Future now in the lead as the most frequently cited.
Because Mike's our third one, right? That's our first.
Well, all right,
third or
one,
maybe even fourth. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I've been keeping track, so we'll find out. But yeah, that's great. Okay, then with that, we can wrap things up for this week. As always, we want to thank Morgan Davy for our show's logo and Jordan Brandon for our theme song. Listeners, you can find Tough Pigs on the internet at toughpigs.com. We're all over social media as well as TeePublic and Patreon. You can email us at movinrightalong@gmail.com, and you can chat with other Muppet nerds on the Tough Pigs Discord server. Anthony is on Blue Sky at Durwood Clapper. I'm on Blue Sky at Me Ryan Rowe. Anthony is on Letterboxd at Zeppo Marxist, and I'm on Letterboxd at Movies Are Neat. Mike, thanks once again for joining us.
Thank you for having me. This is always fun with y'all.
Yeah, and where can people find you or your work on the internet?
I'm on Blue Sky at makewistful.com. It sounds like my name, but it's not my name. My podcast is seasonal. I mentioned it before. It's the Advent Calendar House. I only updated in December and July, but this past December, I made it to 200 episodes. And number 200 was about the year without a Santa Claus. I recently had Anthony on to talk about the first VeggieTales Christmas special, The Toy That Saved Christmas.
Nice.
That was a lot of fun.
It's true.
Another episode of interest to you, a listener of this podcast about Muppet movies, was about the Christmas episode of The Muppets, the sitcom, with my pals and yours, Beck Petunia and J.D. Hansel.
Yeah, I'm so far behind on all podcasts, but I definitely have been meaning to catch up with that one, as well as, many other episodes of your great show.
Well, thank you.
Well, and since you didn't mention it, Mike, I will go ahead and mention your new website for your podcast, which has that great feature where you have landing pages for every single guest you've ever had.
Yeah, that was really cool feature of this new host that I hopped on a friend's, and that was built in, and all I had to do was just add the people and what episodes they were in.
Yeah, so I didn't even know I'd been on 7 times until I looked at your website.
Huh.
And that's when I found out. Yeah. And I also like that you have me billed as sassiest ghost of Christmas present I've yet to meet. That's my character description on your podcast website.
Put that on your resume.
So thank you. Yeah, right. Exactly.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Sassiest ghost of Christmas. Present, was it, or past?
Present. That was a reference to Edward Woodward's turn as the Ghost of Christmas Present in 1980.
Right.
Okay.
84. And we should, as long as we're talking about it, we should mention Mike was my guest on Muppets 70 Years for the Ghost of Christmas Present episode.
That Ghost of Christmas Present.
That one was really fun. Yeah, the 70 Years, 70 Muppets podcast, which is, I hope people have listened to all of those that are out there. So many wonderful podcasts to listen to. Just listeners should spend all your time listening to podcasts. And tell all your friends also to listen to this show and all those other shows. And join us again next week for another episode of Moving Right Along. Goodbye.
Jalapenos, getting my friends some jalapenos.